What was the hardest thing you had to learn in the last 4 years? I don't know if this is like depressing. That's first off, that's a very thought-provoking question. Hardest thing I've had to learn in the last 4 years. Definitely, I think the gradual increase of difficulty in parenting, at least on my end, is something. I think the lesson I've learned from that is you can always do more. And I know that sounds like messed up. What I mean to say is, when my daughter was a newborn, for me, is very little hands-on work because I don't lactate, which will probably surprise you, but it's the honest to goodness truth. Still, you're getting limited sleep, don't get me wrong, and you're doing what you can to support, your partner in that situation. But you still got a reasonable amount of free time. But ever since the walking and the talking and a much more like equitable share of parental duties, it's been like a gradual a gradual increase in doing stuff. And there were definitely times where maybe she's 1.5. And I'm like, oh, I looked after her for like 7 hours today. That's a lot. You know what your reward is? Next day, you're running it back. You're doing 7.5. And there's times on the weekend now where I'm basically doing like 12. And rather than look at it as like, oh, well, I guess I've reached a point where rather than be like, oh, I just got to, enjoy this time as much as I can, make it fulfilling for both of us. But if there's a break coming, there is no cavalry coming, brother. I have learned to accept. And I enjoy fatherhood, don't get me wrong. But I think I have also become one of those prisoners who is they're resigned to life in the cell. And I'm like, at least I can get some good reading done. You know what I mean? I'm solo with my 18-month-old for the next 5 days. I feel this. In a way, I was talking to some of the other daycare dads at our old daycare about this. It was about when Kate was away in Korea. And he was like, how are you doing by yourself? And we agreed I'm going to die. And I almost did die because of the norovirus. But we agreed that it's actually, in a way, it's almost easier when you're by yourself. Because on a mental level, you're like, I just got to get through this. Like, nobody's coming to save me. If you're always waiting for Superman to come in and save you, for mom to come in and give you a break so you can, eat like a ham and cheese wrap or something like that, it's cope. Instead, when you're on your own, you're like, it's me. I'm the guy. Just got to make it till the weekend. No, you got it backwards. Sometimes by the end of Sunday night, I'm like, when I've done improv Toy Story for like 3 hours straight, I'm like, I just gotta make it till Monday. And then on Monday, I'll wake up at 5:20, 2 hours of bike riding, take a shower, eat breakfast, 15 minutes late, rushing to help with as much as I can to get the kid ready for the morning, come 15 minutes late. Someone needs to come into our house and drop 17 rugs off and install a shelf, miss 45 minutes of stream, flat tire. She threw up, she can't go to daycare today. And it's like, come on, man, I just want to play F-Zero for like an hour and a half. Anyway, I'm going to slash marker for now. I'm going to get some more water. Slash marker, F-Zero. Sorry, I was eating some saltines. Let's play some Heretics Fork. Thanks for keeping the mic muted. You're welcome.
Gross. Dude, it fucking kills. I'm Steve-O, and this is the listening to someone eating into the microphone challenge. Bro, it's fucking gross, dude. Fucking quit it. Bro, it makes you want to throw up, dude. It fucking kills, bro. Dude, it fucking kills.
Sorry, I'm still working on it. Where is it? Somewhere in here. Steve-O impression killed 600 viewers in a single swoop. It's crazy how much you care about how many viewers I have. First off, you got bin dust out here. Why are you taking a piss? You have 8,000 viewers? Because I have 2 functioning kidneys. And I consume water. You let me worry about my viewership. I'll tell you, you just guaranteed that there's no Shaw Armor Core 6s ever coming back. That's a given. Can I get a couple Jake S's for that, please? Heretic's Fork. Thank you, thank you. A week ago, you said I'm definitely beating Armored Core 6 in a Boston accent. You should know by now, you should never trust anything anybody says in a Boston accent. Have you ever heard Mark Wahlberg talk? The dude says he would have stopped 9/11 by being a passenger on the airplane. Doesn't make any damn sense. Hey, do you think Marvel Snap will ever come back? Listen, I'm not trying to get many non-targets killed. The last 10 minutes of F-Zero, someone said, what's the hardest lesson you've had to learn in the last 4 years? Okay? I gave him a story about how no matter how much you're doing, people will always ask you to do more. And part of, being a responsible adult is recognizing that you can shoulder that load. Sometimes you got to work up to it. I compare myself to a prisoner who's accepted being in the joint. I almost don't have a self anymore. I don't have any hobbies except riding the exercise bike. And whenever I get like an hour of free time, I spend 15 minutes being like, what should I do with my free time? And then I just go back upstairs and go, I should probably just do dad stuff because I don't know what else to even do anymore. I forgot about the rest of who me is. And then people were like, the first message I saw in the middle of the rant was like, would you think you'd ever play chess again? This website is insane, man. You'll drop your soul in Twitch chat and people will be like, nice answer, bozo. By the way, are you ever going to play Teamfight Tactics? You're like, what is wrong with you? You've lost your mind. It's very funny, but they don't know that it's funny, which is the problem. Now that they think it's funny, they're going to repeat it all the time. And then it's really going to get annoying. So I hope you're enjoying the peak of the bit while it lasts. Ever consider therapy? Bro, why do you think I got a hard stop at 2 p.m.? Scribbling in a damn moleskin. My therapist, why do you think you're a little sensitive to criticism? Well, I spend 5 hours a day getting yelled at by anonymous people online who give me money to bully me. She's like, whoa, that's fucked up. Holy shit. Should we dig into that a little bit more?